Hi, I'm Eric Schumacher Rasmussen, and welcome to the first Workflow Wednesday of 2026. In previous episodes, we've shown you how to use the source switcher component to manually switch between different sources. But of course, sometimes you want to make those switches based upon predetermined rules, like what to do if a camera signal completely fades. So, as you might imagine, Norsk Studio has a component for that. And in this episode, Adrian Rowe is going to show us how to use the Smart Source Switch component. Adrian?
Next on our process of the journey is another of my favorites, the Smart Source Switch. So, Smart Source Switch does exactly what you'd expect it to. If you've got multiple sources coming in, it allows you to switch between them intelligently. And so let's drag it on and see what it has to say to us. So first thing that Smart Source Switch is going to do for us is it's going to normalize all the content flowing through it. Let's say I want my output here to be 720p. Whatever comes in, normalize it to 720p. Whatever comes in at the frame rates, etc., what I want my output frame rate to be is 25 frames a second, and here's my audio setup, etc., etc. At that point, it's just a case of telling it about a bunch of sources. So let's go to SRT. Let's have a couple of cameras coming in over a single SRT source. There we go. And send that to the Smart Source Switcher. And then let's have a preview of the output. There we have multiple sources coming in. We are able to switch between them, and then we're publishing the output here. We're previewing it, but maybe that would be an SRT or similar. If we go ahead and deploy that, and then I'm going to start two different sources. I've started camera 2, and you'll see here that we've got feedback immediately that says camera 2 is active. The config for Smart Source Switch basically allows you to specify a priority for however many sources you have. Here we've got 2, but it could be 10, it could be however many you want. And we can say, actually, if camera 1 is available, I want you to use it. Otherwise, use camera 2. Otherwise, use fallback. So if I kill that camera 2 feed, we're still publishing. Here, our fallback's just a blank slate, but it could be a video saying your event's starting soon, etc., etc. So if I start camera 2 again, you'll see that we instantly swap back to camera 2. If I now start camera 1 has a higher priority than camera 2, and we automatically swap to camera 1. And so I can change those priorities on the fly, either using the UI or using the programmatic interface. So if I change here and say, actually, the priority now will be camera 2 is higher priority than camera 1, come back here, there's camera 2 that's live. Incredibly powerful. Mentioned slightly earlier the switch component, which allows you to take particular video feeds and deliberately break them and so on. So that's another great way of triggering switches in your output in a way that's sustainable and easy to manage and easy to control.
Thanks, Adrian. Smart Source Switcher is a perfect example of how powerful Norsk Studio is and how it allows you to apply your particular business rules to any workflow. Hope you enjoyed it, and join us again for another Workflow Wednesday next week.